everybody, KC0VI Tom here. We're down here in Mason City, Iowa in downtown parking lot. We're actually at the public library. Sorry about the little jiggle here at the camera. The gimbal just stopped in the last take. Over here we got the Mason City room, and across the street we have the Music Man Center. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. The reason we're here is this guy. There is a new EV charging station in Mason City, and before all you EV haters start jumping up and down complaining about it, this was purchased through grant money. The library went in and started looking around after they got done doing their solar field work. There's a massive solar panel array on top of the building here. We can't see it from the ground, and there's not enough visibility to get the drone up to give you guys a shot of that, so just take my word for it. It produces, I believe they were telling me, almost all the electricity that they consume in a year. This will actually will produce in a year, so it's one of those trade-offs. But grant money purchase EV, they are going to charge for the electricity. It's not going to be free. It's 22 cents a kilowatt hour, which is a fair for, you know, reselling out here. Most of your electric utilities here in North Iowa are charging anywhere from 14 cents to 16 cents a kilowatt hour. And when you sell this to the general public in one of these charging stations, you want to make sure you cover your costs for electricity and also a little nest egg built up for maintenance. A few years ago when I had purchased a Volt, I was having lunch in our food service area, and a couple of VPs sat down with me and a couple other faculty members. We were talking about the car and possibly looking at getting a charging station out there at Nyack. And the VP asked, well, of the business department, wanted to know, should we charge or should we give it away for free? And that's when one of the faculty members stood up and was all bent out of shape and said, if you're going to give him free electricity, I want to be able to take my car down to facilities and use the gas pump down there that they use for the school vehicle to put gas in my car, and stormed off. I turned to the VP and says, that's why you want to charge, so the haters don't have anything to hate about. So and we are still looking at possibly doing that. Different things are going on down there. It's not a high priority, but it is, you know, they're looking at doing it. So if you're not familiar with ChargePoint, there's a couple different ways these things operate. One is kind of wild, unmanaged. You just put them in and anybody can use them for free. Then there's the managed line, where this is connected back to ChargePoint control through a cell data line. And there's 3 ways to activate the charger. One is get on your phone and call the 800 number and tell them where you're at, and there's a number on the display of what the ChargePoint charging is. The other way is an app on your phone, and if there is a charge for electricity, it will be taken from your ChargePoint account. And what I like to do is use these little key fobs, and I'll show you how you do this. We'll spin the camera around and hopefully not trip and fall in the snow. That'd be a good video though. You come up here and you put, it's authorizing, it's plugged in, it's working. So what you're going to do, we'll grab the handle, here, and we'll plug it into the car. I got a single beep. We are charging. It gives you a running tab of how much money you are spending on electricity in the elapsed time. And there we go. This is going to be a real nice feature here in downtown with all the stuff coming in downtown. Like it says, across the street we have Music Man Square, which is the home of Meredith Willson when he grew up as a child here in Mason City. Then on the other side of Music Man Square, there is, okay, we're on the west side of the Mason City Music Man Square. Down there are some little shops. This is the side of the square. That white structure is going to be the bridge that goes from across the street to a new hotel as we built over in this area, probably where I'm parked. There's talk about having a couple of EV charging stations in the hotel parking lot. Have not heard if that's going to be open to the public or just for guests as a hotel. There's different ways they can do that. On the north side of the community center building over there, there is the Decker House, which is bed and breakfast. This is the old mall, the Southbridge Mall, which is being converted into more of an entertainment area. There's an arena on the west side, which has already had season of ice, some concerts in there. Everything went real good, better than expected. Anytime you open something new, there's always a bump in the night. But what happened, they were able to fix easily and continue on. Inside, there's going to be bars, restaurants, some type of golf pro shop that will have simulators and a putt-putt green, along with some Chicago-style pizza, New York-style pizza place. It was announced that Larry Dolphin is going to be opening up one of his bar restaurants. Okay, who's Larry Dolphin? I asked when, you know, at the council meeting when that was announced. The next day at college, everybody was so excited. Unless you're an Iowa Hawkeye fan, you probably don't know who Larry Dolphin is. So, but the mall is being turned into more of an adult, family-orientated entertainment center. Movie theaters talk about coming back in the area here. So it's really going to improve the downtown. Then on the other side of the mall, on the north side, there's some improvement in some of the street shops that are moving into there, because this is going to be kind of a happening area now. So a lot of neat stuff happening downtown Mason City. The city is kind of going through you know, rebuild downtown, bringing entertainment back downtown, making it family-orientated entertainment, unlike it was when I was in high school. There is going to be a good story if we ever make that video. But on that, I'm going inside. It's a little chilly out here. Again, a lot of solar panels on top of the library, so there's a green charging area. Wish I could get the drone up, but it's just, we're in a really strange weather pattern. So, and I'm going to go inside, get warmed up, get a little charge here. 7-3, everybody. Be sure to tell your friends, neighbors, other hams, subscribe, hit that bell to get notification when new videos come out. Add comments below. 7-3, everybody. You want to say hi to your fans? You haven't been in the video in a while. People are starting to wonder about you.